All right, guys, we are back in a Nissan Armada Pro-4X, and we're going to be taking this through a pretty quick off-road course here at the Mama Spring Rally. This is an opportunity where we get a chance to drive a bunch of different vehicles. The course is super muddy, so we will get a good test of this in mud and ruts mode. Good ground clearance, good off-road capability from the Armada Pro-4X, and you can see we also have a really nice camera system here today too. So when you come down to lower speeds, below about 8 miles an hour, it'll show us this forward-facing view. I'm going to stay right here for our green course. A little bit of a water crossing here. Good traction from these Yokohama Geolandar tires. Green course. All right, up we go. Give us a little bit of a speed up here, bit of a bump, and then down through the mud puddle here. We'll wash off those tires. Great. We'll stay left here with the green course. Bit of understeer. We'll have to do a 3-point turn. It is yucky out today, but it is fun. There we are. Try not to slide into the signage. We'll get us through here. Sometimes speed is your friend, sometimes it isn't. Very low traction environments today. Use our four-wheel drive to get us rotated around that corner. Nice. And just follow the ruts through here. We are in 4 high. We also have the capability of 4 low here, as well as a locking rear differential. In mud ruts though, I'm just going to let the programming do its thing. Probably don't need too much of the extra ground clearance for today's course. All right, let's get us around this corner without understeering into a rock at 6 miles an hour. It is slippery. Up this hill using those cameras. I wish in specific off-road modes these camera systems stayed on for a little bit longer, but that's okay. We're making our way through here. Sometimes you do have to carry a bit more speed through some of these sections just to keep your momentum. All right, we'll slow us down here and follow these ruts through the green course. It's pretty wild today. I think this is probably the wettest and muddiest off-road course we've ever had at the Mama Rally. These Yokohama Geolandars aren't excelling, but they're getting us through the areas that we need to get through. Pretty good highway-oriented all-terrain tire. Good in the snow. And it's getting the job done here between the vehicle's traction control systems and the available grip. All right, let's see where it's less of where trying to minimize wheel spin through here. Yep. There we go. Stay in these ruts. There we are. Yep. Light throttle. Little bump. Cool. All right. Good spotting. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you are really almost at the whim of the course on a day like today. Getting up this hill. We'll try our best. There we go. This is why I love off-roading. Driving in mud is just a very different discipline from driving in sand or on rocks or just on dirt. Let's see where this puts us. There we go. You kind of need to predict where the car is going to slide. See if we can get us through this section. There's a bit of a tree right here. We're just going to bump ourselves over it and get us rotated around as best as we can. There we go. Just got to stay in it a little bit here. Okay. Whoa, scary. The Armada is a larger vehicle, but not enormous. I think we're gonna choose something with some slightly more aggressive all-terrain tires for our next run. And we're out. Cool. Well, just a quick drive there in the Nissan Armada Pro-4X. Thank you for joining us. That was fun. And we will try to stick to shorter wheelbase, all-terrain tired vehicles today.